Hey, it's Mom, and today we're going to make fried rice. We're going to start with our ingredients. This is leftover white rice. I've got about 3 cups here, 4 slices of bacon, some petite peas, green pepper, onion, an egg, fresh ginger, soy sauce, and a little bit of extra oil in case we need it. First thing that we're going to do is start with the bacon. We're just going to chop it up. I usually cut it in half long ways and then dice it up into small pieces. This is pre-cooked bacon. You don't have to use pre-cooked bacon. You can use just regular bacon if you have it. Either one works just as well as the other. We're going to get that sauteing. We're going to cook it over medium heat. I'm using a wok. You can use a fry pan if you don't have a wok. We're going to be using fresh ginger. We've worked with this in the past, so we're just going to use about 1 inch of ginger. Just cut off the ends, peel the skin off, and then we're going to mince it. Some people like to grate their ginger. I don't, because I think you get too many strands into it. It's very fibrous if you've ever worked with it, and so I don't like to grate it. I just do really fine slices and then mince it. When your bacon is nice and crispy, which this is getting pretty close there, we're just going to turn it down until you're ready, or just turn it off until you're ready for the rest of your ingredients. Okay, we're going to cut a green pepper, and some people know how to do this and other people don't. So what I like to do is we cut off the end, both ends, and then you cut it in half this way. Clean out the middle, and then you just cut off the white on the inside. That way you've got nice square pieces that are flat in order to dice. So you just make strips, turn them sideways, and then dice. Then we're going to take our onion, and if you watch any of my videos, you'll see how to do this. You just clean it, peel off the outside layer, the dry layers. You're going to leave the root attached, and that way it will hold the onion together. Just slice it, depending on how big you want your dice. Slice it closer together or farther apart, and then just cut across like this. Now that all of our vegetables are diced and ready to go, I'm just going to add a little bit of oil to the bacon. If you're using just the regular bacon that's not pre-cooked, there's probably enough oil in that you don't need to add any extra. I'm just going to add a touch, and then we're going to add, first of all, the ginger, and just let that cook in the oil. It'll add a lot of flavor to the oil, which will then go through to the rice. Once that's cooked for a minute, I'm just going to add our vegetables, green peppers, and the onion. Stir in the vegetables, saute them for just a few minutes. You can add any vegetables that you like here. So if you like mushrooms in your fried rice, or celery or carrots, you can always add those in. We usually, in our house, we like the onions and the green peppers, And then we'll put some fresh peas, or not fresh peas, but frozen peas in. So you can see the vegetables are nice and bright now. Go ahead and throw in the rice. This is about 3 cups of leftover rice. You can add as much or as little as you like. We will eat this for days, so I always make a lot. Just mix it in. It'll take a few minutes, especially if the rice is cold out of the refrigerator. You can use freshly made rice if that's all that if you don't have any leftover. I like to use the leftover rice, but if you don't have any, we make some fresh for the fried rice. Mix that up really well, break up the lumps, and then we're going to add some soy sauce to that. That'll help. It'll help break everything up. Just give it a few drizzles. That's probably about 3 tablespoons worth. Mix it in. The moisture from the soy sauce will help break everything up. Once you think that your rice is good and hot, we're going to add an egg. And we just use an egg and we scramble it, and then we're going to just cook it right in the pan. We'll get that ready while this is getting good and hot. Okay, so we're just going to crack the egg right into our dish. And actually, you don't even have to do it into a dish. You can crack it right into the pan if you want. I like to do it in a dish and just give it a quick scramble. And once that's ready, just go over to your pan. Give your rice another quick stir. And then make a nice little spot for your egg in the pan. Pile the rice up on one side. Put the egg in. Let it sit for a minute and start to cook. Once you see it starting to turn white at the bottom, you can tell that it's cooking. Just give it a little stir. Spread it out so that it more cooks. And then once it's cooked, break it up and mix it into your rice. Once it's all mixed in, you're going to want it to have a taste. See how the soy sauce is, whether it's too salty or not salty enough. Hopefully it's not too salty. Like I say, you always want to add a little bit at a time because you can always add more. I'm just going to have a taste. It's perfect. If it isn't salty enough for you, if you don't feel that there's enough flavor, just go ahead and add a little bit more soy sauce. The last ingredient that we add are peas. These are just frozen peas. There's maybe a 1/4 cup here. You can add as much or as little as you like. Just throw that in, stir it up until they're good and hot. And this is ready to go. Here's our finished product. This is fried rice, really quick and easy. If you like this recipe, don't forget to subscribe and share it with all of your friends. Comments are welcome below. And if you have any questions or if you have any requests, don't forget to email me at momscookingadvice@gmail.com.